When people think about the most popular cars in America, many imagine muscle cars, sports cars, or luxury SUVs. But the reality is very different. One of the most iconic and best-selling vehicles in the United States for decades is a full-size pickup truck. And today, we're talking about one of the biggest legends of them all, the Chevrolet Silverado. The Silverado is not just a vehicle. It's a symbol of American roads, American work ethic, and American lifestyle. You see it everywhere. On construction sites, on highways, towing boats, hauling trailers, driving through deserts, mountains, and small towns. This truck has become part of everyday life in the U.S., and there are very good reasons for that. The Chevrolet Silverado officially appeared in 1999, replacing the long-running Chevrolet CK series. But its real history goes much deeper. Chevrolet has been building pickup trucks since the early 20th century, and by the time Silverado arrived, GM already knew exactly what American drivers wanted: power, reliability, simplicity, and the ability to do almost anything. From the very beginning, Silverado was designed as a full-size pickup for real work, not just for looks. Over the years, it evolved into a more refined, more comfortable, and more technologically advanced truck without losing its core identity. Today, Silverado is one of the best-selling vehicles in the United States year after year. It constantly competes with the Ford F-150 for the top spot, and together they dominate the American market. This level of popularity doesn't happen by accident. So why do Americans love Silverado so much? First of all, versatility. The Silverado is not just a work truck. It can be a daily driver, a family vehicle, a long-distance road trip machine, and a serious towing monster, all at the same time. You can buy a basic work version with vinyl seats and steel wheels, or you can buy a luxury trim with leather interior, massive screens, premium sound systems, and advanced driver assistance features. Under the hood, Silverado offers one of the widest engine lineups in the segment. Depending on the generation and model year, buyers can choose between turbocharged four-cylinder engines, naturally aspirated V6 engines, powerful V8s, and even diesel engines. The V8 engines are a huge part of Silverado's identity. These engines deliver strong torque, classic American sound, and excellent towing capability. Silverado V8s are known for their durability and simple construction compared to many modern turbo engines. For many buyers, this is a major advantage. At the same time, Chevrolet introduced more efficient options for people who want lower fuel consumption. The turbocharged four-cylinder engine may sound strange in such a big truck, but in reality, it provides good torque at low RPMs and decent fuel economy for daily driving. The diesel option deserves special attention. Silverado's diesel engine is popular among people who tow frequently or drive long distances. It offers excellent torque, impressive highway fuel efficiency, and long driving range. For many owners, the diesel Silverado becomes a perfect balance between power and economy. Another major advantage of Silverado is towing and payload capability. Depending on configuration, Silverado can tow over 13,000 pounds. That means boats, campers, trailers, construction equipment. This truck is built to handle it. Payload capacity is also impressive, making it a true workhorse. But Silverado is not just about raw numbers. Chevrolet invested a lot into making the truck more usable and smarter. The multi-flex tailgate is a good example. It's not just a tailgate, it can fold, extend, become a step, or a work surface. These small details make a big difference in real life. Inside the cabin, modern Silverado models feel nothing like old-school trucks. Large digital displays, intuitive infotainment systems, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, advanced safety features. Everything is designed to make driving easier and more comfortable. Higher trims offer adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and even hands-free driving on certain highways with GM's Super Cruise system. This is a technology you usually expect in luxury cars, not pickup trucks. Comfort is another area where Silverado improved massively over the years. Crew cab versions offer huge interior space, comfortable rear seats, and plenty of legroom. For many families, Silverado replaces a traditional SUV without sacrificing comfort. Now let's talk about reliability and ownership. Silverado has a strong reputation for durability, especially when properly maintained. Many of these trucks easily pass 200,000 miles, and some go much further. Parts availability is excellent, repairs are relatively straightforward, and there is a massive aftermarket. This is extremely important in the American market. Silverado is not an exotic or rare vehicle. Mechanics know it well, spare parts are easy to find, and modification options are almost endless. Lift kits, off-road packages, performance upgrades, utility accessories. You can build your Silverado exactly the way you want. Of course, no vehicle is perfect, and Silverado has its weaknesses. Fuel consumption is one of the main downsides, especially with V8 engines. In city driving, Silverado can consume significantly more fuel than crossovers or smaller SUVs. This is the price you pay for size and power. Another downside is size itself. Silverado is a big truck. Parking in tight urban areas can be challenging, and narrow streets are not its natural environment. This truck feels best on open roads and highways. Price can also be a concern. New Silverado models, especially in higher trims, are not cheap. Fully loaded versions can cost as much as luxury vehicles. However, many buyers see this as justified, considering capability and long-term value. Now, why might it be a good time to buy a Silverado today? First, the used market. Silverado holds its value well, but there are many options available. Buying a used Silverado can be a smart move, especially if you find a well-maintained truck with a proven engine. Second, engine diversity. Chevrolet still offers engines that many competitors are slowly abandoning, including naturally aspirated V8s and diesels. For buyers who value traditional powertrains, this is an important factor. Third, Silverado remains one of the most practical vehicles you can own. In a world full of crossovers that try to do everything but excel at nothing, Silverado knows exactly what it is: a capable, strong, versatile truck. Finally, Silverado represents a certain freedom. The freedom to tow, to travel, to work, to explore, and to live without limitations. That emotional factor is impossible to ignore, and it's one of the main reasons why Silverado remains so popular. The Chevrolet Silverado is not just America's favorite pickup truck. It's a reflection of American roads, American needs, and American mindset. Powerful, imperfect, honest, and incredibly capable. And that is exactly why millions of people choose it.